So, in our workplace, what are the radiation hazards? What are the safety precautions we have to take? Now we are going to see. So, in this topic, we will going to learn different radiation risks. What are the risks over there, and in the workplace, how they are controlled? Means how we are going to control. So, there is only two types of radiation, ionizing and non-ionizing. So we are going to see what is non-ionizing and what is non-ionizing and what is ionizing. See, radiation that causes ionizing in the material that absorb it. Ionization means any radiation that any metals which absorbs ionization is known as ionizing radiation. And non-ionizing radiation that does not cause ionization in the materials, means any radiation which means radiation that does not cause ionization in the material that absorb it is known as non-ionization. So there is two type of radiation, one is ionizing radiation and another is non-ionizing radiation. So ionization is defined as the process of converting a stable atoms or molecule into a charge one through the gain or loss of electrons. So if anyone asks, you have to define like this. So there is 7 types of electromagnetic spectrum. This is less energy, and this is more energy. In that one we will going to see, like this is the radio waves. Radio waves is have less energy, and we can see there is 7 types. So first one is radio wave, second one is microwave, third one is infrared, fourth one is visible light, fifth one is ultraviolet radiation, sixth one is x-rays, and seventh one is gamma rays. This is very more energetic uh, uh, electromagnetic spectrum. So now we are going to see what is electromagnetic radiation. Ionizing electromagnetic radiation, that is gamma rays and x-rays. This is ionizing electromagnetic radiation, gamma and x-rays. Non-ionizing electromagnetic radiation is ultraviolet, visible, infrared, microwave and radio waves. These are the example of non-ionizing electromagnetic radiation. And particulate radiation is alpha particles, beta particles and neutrons. This is particulate radiation. If anyone asks, you are going to easily tell that these are all the different types of electromagnetic radiations. And non-ionizing radiation sources, there is two sources. First one is natural sources, second one is artificial source. So what are the artificial source we are going to see? First one is sun lamps in tanning salons, arc welding, welder who is doing arc welding, there is also that one is also artificial source of non-ionizing radiation. And general lightning, and this one is also cutting and welding, microwaves, ovens which we are using in kitchen, and communication equipment. These are all artificial source of non-ionizing radiation. In our workplace we also see these are all the things. So we should also know what are the hazard over there, and due to that we can easily tell our employees what are the safety precautions. So this is also non-ionizing radiation. Roots and effect of exposure. What are the roots and what are the effects we are going to see? So the roots of exposure to non-ionizing radiation will vary to a degree depending on the types of radiation. See, means we that one is depend on types of radiation. What are the types of radiation? Which type? See, UV. We all know this ultraviolet rays. What are the effects? See, due to ultraviolet rays, sun burns, arc eyes, and skin cancer. These are all the example of ultraviolet rays hazards while worker who is working direction in summer season, means there is chances of all these hazards. So visible, this is the visible disability, glare, permanent blindness, and these are all the visible examples. IR means IR, that one is reddening of the skin and a surface layer of the eyes, and microwaves and radio waves, that one is internal heatings. Means these are all the examples of non-ionizing radiations, roots and effects of exposures. So radiation risk assessment, how we in our workplace, how we are going to see what are the hazard and how we will define what are the hazard. Means if we want to make risk assessment of the workplace, what we have to ensure. So risk assessment should consider source of non-ionizing radiation. Another is compensation of measure exposure level with exposure level obtained from the competent authority, established in national or international law and or national standards. Means where you are working, which country you are working, you have to see law, what are the safety rules and regulation over there, what are the standards over there. For the risk assessment purpose, the potential for the misuse or misunderstanding of safety precautions. See non-ionization radiation control measures. What are the control measures we are going to see? First one is eliminate as far as possible. Second one is administrative control for routine. Third one is operation and maintenance permits, etc. And choose equipment emitting less radiation. Technical measures to reduce unwanted emission of radiation. Limit the duration and less or intensity of exposure. Time, distance, and follow manufacturer instructions. These are all the control measures of radiation. And non-ionizing radiations, what are the sources? Naturally occurring, means in uranium, that is naturally occurrence from the earth. This is natural uranium. That one is spontaneous radioactive decay of radioactive substance in rocks, soils, water and air. For example, uranium. Workplace example, manufacturing, healthcare, researches, power generations. Means these are the place there is chances of natural occurring of radiation, non ionizing radiation. See, there is also, we know, alpha particles, beta particles, neutrons, X-rays, gamma rays. These are all the types of non-ionizing radiation examples.